Art is an expression of quotidian life seen by special talented people. It has been really important all over the years because it shows us how our ancestors' life looked like. People's ideas are very different through the years. Some pieces of art were seen normal before, but now those ideas seem old-fashioned, and so does those pieces of art. As life itself, art is always evolving. We can see in old paintings that black people were enslaved, but now racism is no longer good seen. So does those paintings. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about if art can amend history, because in different circumstances, we learn and retrieve information without thinking too much. For example, we can in a museum, if we see a painting of white people abusing black people, we're going to retrieve wrong information because this is no longer anymore. And we are going to consider if we now make honest paintings, people will change our perspectives. First of all, slavery was really common through the years. It has existed on all continents since the earliest times, in all kinds of cultures, religions, and historical epochs. But that was the worst thing that have ever done. They treated them like the words. They said that they don't have emotions, they don't feel, that they are worse than animals. And in some cases, what was done was to ensure that the living conditions of a slave were not excessively dangerous, not for charitable reasons, only for their interest, of not evaluating their usefulness and their value. The institution of slavery was completely assimilated. It was not questioned, but now in today, people start to think and see things different, and finally realize that all of us are human beings and have the same rights, feelings, and emotions. On the other hand, art is really important in our society because it is the way that we see the world, and this opens our minds to see things that we weren't conscious before. So art brought us more things that we know, like culture and identity. That is what we are and what our children are going to be. So it's really important that we give the actual information to the future generations, because if we stand in the past, we aren't doing things right. So at this point, we need to use all forms that we have to culturize the younghood and show them what we are. Now, if we remake the modern art, we put different types of art, like sculptures, paintings, and comparing the old society with the actual society. People will have 2 points of view, and they will see that things are different now. We can let them to compare what we were and what we are now, because this is not about erasing the past. This is about amend the errors of history and show the actual society that we are evolving through the years, and we care about good values that are imparted now, because we can't erase the past. We are part of the past, but we can amend this. Finally, we can say that painting is a visual language where everything painting is meaningful and important, but sometimes it's hard to see other things and we have to learn how to see beyond our own limits, because we can't erase the past, like I said, or simply ignore it because it's part of us. We can correct the mistakes that our ancestors made and fix them. Summarizing everything, art can change and give us some perspectives, and we can be honest about what is happening now and wrestle with the struggles of our past. In my opinion, it's time to put in practice this initiative and see that the world can be better and better all over the years. And the children will learn, because if they see a sculpture of a man being a slave, they are going to say why our people are like this. But if they see the actual information, if we are honest about what is happening now, they will learn in a retrieving way.